coming to you today with another Build-A-Squad, and today's is going to be extra special because if it's the first one that I'm doing for the Rebels, and I'm really giving myself a challenge today because I'm focusing on the Princess Leia, or the Leia Organa crew upgrade. People have said that she's kind of unplayable in regular games, maybe has some use in Epic, because of the fact that she affects every ship you have. But I have challenged myself to build a squad based around Princess Leia. So here we go. Okay, here's Princess Leia. I have her in my little sleeve thing so I can put her back into my binder when I'm done. Now, Princess Leia is not that useful because she's a one-time only. She costs 4, so she's a little expensive. But one thing that's really interesting about her is she affects every ship you have. So people usually say, well, she's only good for epic games where you can have, 40 different ships. And this way, even though she's a one-time use, she's going to give 40 different guys, or all of your guys an upgrade. And while that definitely has its merits, I think I want to see her in some, a regular game. I want to surprise people. I like to have fun. I bought the card. I want to use her. And being that there's no Imperial ship announcement yet, or Imperial huge ship announcement, we're really not going to see Epic Play really pick up for a while yet. So I want to use her now. So I am thinking about Rebel Aces. And well, first off, she's crew, so you got to figure out where you're going to put her. There's not too many crew options, so they kind of restrict it. So I'm thinking B-Wing, right? Start with the most expensive guy, 10 num. So I can put her on a B-Wing. B-Wing's great because it has a lot of red in its dial. So a B-Wing is a great option. I'm also thinking of combining her with Adrenaline Rush. Okay? Because he's an elite pilot skill and she's a crew, I can basically... See, the whole idea here, the Empire's like all happy and cool and groovy because, oh, we've got this awesome TIE Defender and it's got white K-turns. Well, I hate the TIE Defender. I hate it with a passion. So, I'm going to make my own white K-turns. I've got Adrenaline Rush. I got 4 of these because they come only with the bomber, but I'm going to keep them in here for right now. So, I can make up to 4 ships that can do a white K-turn and then another white K-turn, right? So this is why I went with 10 num. I could probably do Ibtisam as well, if I want to bring it down a little bit. But, start with him, and if I run out of points, then I can go down, because I'm also thinking Atana Bot. Okay? Atana Bot works really well with 10 num. There's a lot of synergy right there. Aaron Kraken, too. Now here's what I'm thinking. These guys each have elite pilot skills. I can give each of them Adrenaline Rush, and then put Princess Leia. Now I don't have the modification for the B-Wing to give it a crew slot yet, because that's Rebel Aces. But now I'm looking at a 3-ship build here. Now she would only basically be sacrificing herself for 3, but I have the mental game with her. So they know that I've got a capability when I show up with these 3 guys, and I've got the capability to do Adrenaline Rush, Adrenaline Rush, Adrenaline Rush, and then boom, Leia. I have 2 white K-turns available to me at any given time. That's going to play a lot of mind games with my opponent. But I'm not sure I want to make a build, for 1, with cards I don't have, for 2, with cards that aren't available yet. So I wouldn't even be able to test this build out, because I mean I could proxy the thing, but I don't like to do that. I like to only use cards I actually have. Therefore, I have more of a reward when I actually get to go buy the thing. It's like, oh, now I can finally use this. So I usually don't like to make builds off of cards that I don't have. So I'll probably do something like this, because this gets me somewhere around 90 points. I have extra points to play with, and if I downgrade 10 num to Ibtisam, I have even more points. I can maybe throw a heavy laser cannon on here, or maybe R2-D2 on here, or I have options all around. I have a lot of wiggle room with that. But I'm going to stop here because I don't have the crew slot for the B-Wing yet. And so this is a great idea. This is what I first jumped to because I really like the idea of the B-Wing with it. But I'm going to rethink this. Okay, so after rethinking Leia, the only other option I have right now, I can't even put her on an Outrider either, because I'm not going to have that for even longer. So then I have either the Falcon, which the Falcon's so maneuverable, I'm never, ever going to do a K-turn with the Falcon. So I don't want to even put her on the Falcon. So I'm left with an HWK. So I have some choices to make here. I got Jan or Kyle. I could go with Rourke, but I don't like Rourke. Jan or Kyle. Actually, I probably could go with Rourke. That's an interesting, because then I could go with a cheaper. Screw it, I'm not going with Rourke. I don't like Rourke. Jan is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And that kind of works with her ability. There's some natural synergy there. So Jan is less likely to get stressed. Now granted, we don't have K turns on the HWK, but we do have a lot of red maneuvers, so it's still work. You know, we don't have to have the white K turn specifically, but we do have a lot of red maneuvers. And we've got Kyle Katarn, who is plenty of support. Generally, when I'm going to apply Kyle, I usually do a focus-based Kyle Katarn with either Recon Specialist or Moldy Crow title or both. Now, if I put Leia on Kyle, I can't do a Recon Specialist, so I would definitely need Moldy Crow title if I went with Kyle. If I'm going to do that, I could go with an ion turret on either one, but if I'm going to have extra, the idea when I fly Kyle, and if I do it, I've done it once or twice before with only the Moldy Crow title, is that I start off going really slow, and because sometimes when you take the slow approach and go one forwards every turn, you'll have a couple of focuses built up. So then when it comes time to actually shoot, if I go blaster turret, I've got plenty. I can afford to pass them. I can afford to shoot with blaster turret. I can afford to do a great number of things. So I have plenty of options there. I can even, target lock if I want to do that, and I'll have plenty of focus left over. I won't have that many, but I have options, and this is interesting. I mean, it might be wiser to go ion. So, but if I go Jan, I'm definitely going ion. So there's my ion on Jan if I go with her. Either way, this is 31 points, and this is 28 points. So Kyle's cheaper. Jan is, this is 30 points. 30 points versus 28 points. So Kyle is 2 points cheaper than Jan if I outfit them this way. If I just go this way, if I just decide I'm going to stick with the ion turret, then I don't need the Moldy Crow title. I mean, I could still go with it. It's only 3, but that brings them down to 26. Let's say I'm going to go with Jan. All right. And I like to go with my most expensive option first if I'm something I'm really torn on. And this way, if I end up having, too much, then I can always dial it back. Like if let's say I'm a point over or 2 points over, I can be like, oh, well, then I'll just switch to Kyle. So, all right. Now, I still like the idea of Aaron Kraken here. He's one of my favorite guys. He's a high pilot skill. He shoots, and then he gets to give a free action. So, that's fantastic. And I've been thinking about some cheaper stuff, like Tarn. Now, because I need firepower at this point. I got 3 dice here, but it's only going to do 1 damage, and I've got only 2 dice here. So I don't have a lot of damage so far. I've got plenty of maneuverability, but I have no damage. Now I still have these adrenaline rushes, but maybe I want to save my points now because I'm going to try and fit 4 ships into here. And I think if I run Tarn and a rookie, I'm going to end up having some extra points. And then I've got 2 X-Wings, which is nice. And then I've got 25 plus 5 plus 4. Okay, that's supposed to be at 97 points. So this is without an adrenaline rush. This is 97 right here. So now I have enough to do an R7 Astromech. And now that puts me at 99. Now I'm at 99 points. The only problem is I've got this rookie pilot, and he's a pilot skill 2. So what I'd really like to do is, see, now if I had Rourke, I could just make him a 13, but he'd have to stay close to Rourke. The other thing I can do, which is I could do Swarm Tactics on Aaron Kraken here. So if I put Swarm Tactics on Kraken, then he's a total support ship. He'll make rookie here an 8, so then he won't ever get double shot at by Predator or double re-rolled by Predator. And he'll be firing as an 8. Tarn will be really hard to kill with the R7. Jan will be ioning people. I'm lacking in firepower a little bit with this build. It's not too bad, but I'm thinking I can, if I switch over to Kyle, because I think Swarm Tactics puts me over. So if I switch over to Kyle, now I think that puts me back under 100, because I was at 99 before adding Swarm Tactics, and that one costs 2. And that's one reason I was willing to add it, because I knew I had the flexibility to add Kyle. So Kyle, 21 plus 7 is 28, plus 4 is 32, plus 21 here. Whoa, 32 plus 21 plus 2 plus 21. All right, so this puts me at 99 points. And now I've got a lot of firepower. Now Aaron is still only a 2, but Kyle's now got Blaster Turret, and that's 3 damage, and he's going to have focuses to spare. I may conceivably run out of focus tokens, but then I just take a target lock, or maybe I'm doing a wide turn. I use Leia to make my turns are all crazy or whatever. It's not perfect, but you're not going to get perfect because she's not the most ultra desirable card in the game. But now you've got, first off, a turret's always nice. Now you got 2 X-Wings, super support ship who's making him an 8, or I can make him an 8 if I need to. The only thing I have to do here is got to fly in formation, because I want Swarm Tactics to be able to hit this guy, or perhaps Tarn, because this rookie pilot might go down quickly. Aaron Kraken might go down quickly. I don't mind if they take out Aaron Kraken first. Reason being is he's only 2 attack. He's my weakest link. So go for it. Attack my support ship first. Although technically HWK, I have 2 support ships, but what I love about the blaster turret on Kyle Katarn is that I have 3 attack dice. So I could give Kyle an adrenaline rush to do that 100th point, or I could give the rookie pilot an astromech, a 1-point astromech. There's some options there. I could swap the Moldy Crow and Blaster Turret and give Kyle Katarn an Ion Turret, so that would actually free up 2 more points, giving me 3 points, and maybe I put like a Flechette Torpedo on one of these guys, and then something else. I mean, I've got a little bit of room to play with this build, or I could just save the 99 points for an initiative bid. So I'm not going to do a play test on this one because I don't have an Alpha Strike to demonstrate. I don't have really anything specific to fly with this guy. It's just that I have the option, and even if I never use Leia, the fact that she's there and the fact that my opponent knows that she's there is going to play mind games, because he's going to be like, oh, well, he could do his white K turn here and still have actions. And so I have, and there's plenty of free actions going around here too. That's the other thing. There's Tarn can get free target locks. Aaron can give a free action. Kyle can pass a focus. So this one rookie pilot is really gaining potential of, well, Tarn can have a free target lock and a focus. Rookie pilot can target lock and get past a focus, or get target lock and be told to focus. Kyle won't have to even worry about passing focuses until later in the game. We have a lot of options. So if I don't have one ship that's got all of my strategy into any one particular ship. I mean, obviously I have the central build card here, but if they kill Kyle Katarn first, if they take out Leia before I get to use her, I mean, she's a low priority target. I don't know. I mean, she is the daughter of Darth Vader, so I guess she could be held for ransom. But I don't know. I think this would be a really fun build to play, and I'm probably going to play it this weekend. So let me know what you think. I've seen a lot of. I know nobody specifically requested Leia, at least on YouTube comments, but I've seen people talk about Leia on like the FFG forums and other places, and I just think I think she was worthy of a Build-A-Squad. So let me know what you think, and as always, subscribe and let me know what else you'd like to see. Give me a challenge. But I'm holding off on some of the Imperial stuff that I've seen because it was very similar. I did one TIE Interceptor and I had like 4 more Interceptor requests, and I'm like, well, they're all going to be very much the same. I want some diversity before I come back to Interceptors. Haven't forgotten about you. We'll do some more, and I'll see you later. Fly casual.